Hello? Is that you? Where am I? Things seem much different since I last set foot on this earth. Oh, here comes someone on some sort of unidentified foreign object now. Maybe they can help. Excuse me.
Yo, dude, you got some TP stuck to your shirt.
TP? Pardon me, but what is TP?
Hello, it's an acronym for toilet paper. LOL, OMG.
LOL? TP? This English language seems to have changed a little since the 1200s. I'm going to have to do a little research if I plan on getting around this town in a reasonable fashion. In fact, will you come along with me? Yes, that includes you out there staring at this screen. I could use the company after all this time. All right, let's go study this language and see how it's changing. First, I think we should know a little bit about what we're getting ourselves into. For example, what is this word here?
Oh yeah, morphology is the study of words, which is just what we're about to do. In morphology, the first question to ask is, what is a word? Sounds easy, right?
Well...
Don't answer that yet. Instead, answer this. How many words is doesn't? 1 or 2? Or how many words is mother-in-law? Is it 1 or 3? And that's just one complication in trying to define a word. We also define words by sounds in speech.
Oh, okay, like how back in my day we said, I should have gone. Now I hear kids saying, I should have gone. Is shoulda still 2 words? Did you know that back before even my time, early writers didn't put spaces between words? If there are no spaces, is the whole sentence just one word? It took a while for kids to figure out that reading was much easier to understand if words were separated instead of looking like this. Phew, much easier with spaces. See, language is always evolving. Now here's a good question. How are words formed in the first place?
Words can be broken down to smaller, meaningful words called morphemes. Check this out. The word tree consists of 1 morpheme. But trees has 2 morphemes. Both tree and s are morphemes. The difference is that tree is a free morpheme because it makes sense all on its own. Where the s is a bound morpheme because it must be attached to another word like tree in order to make sense.
I think I'm starting to understand.
Yeah, see how awesome words can be? Bound morphemes are also called affixes, which refers to either a prefix or a suffix. Affixes can be either inflectional or derivational. Inflectional morphemes add to a word without changing the part of speech.
So this would be like adding an s or an es to the end of a word to make it plural, or adding ing to the end of a verb to show the tense. Like walk or walking, or dish or dishes.
Exactly. Derivational morphemes, on the other hand, do change the meaning of the word and can be either prefixes or suffixes. This means the addition to the word can come at the beginning or end of the word. Why don't you try it out with a verb you're used to, like dig?
Okay, you could say, the mummy had to dig himself out of the ground. Not mentioning any names. Now, if only I had been rich, I would have hired a digger to get me out of the ground. Oh, see? There, adding er to the word dig to produce the word digger changed the meaning of the word. It went from a form of an action to a noun, a worker. That was pretty fun.
It is really fun. Another thing you should know that all words in the English language can be grouped into 3 categories: simple words, complex words, or compound words. Flower is a simple word. It is made up of just 1 lonely free morpheme. But flowers is a complex word. It is made up of just 1 free morpheme, but also has 1 or more bound morphemes attached. A compound word is made up of 2 free morphemes, like catnap.
Check it out. All of the following sayings in Japanese would translate to, Yuka gave that book to Ai's child. It is quite different from English. In general, languages tend to rely more on word endings or more on word order, but both use techniques to help convey meaning. So don't jump to any hasty conclusions about the classification of a word. Do your research first, right?
Yep. So now let's talk about the two types of words that languages are made up of, content words and function words. Content words are the words that carry the main meaning of a sentence. They're usually easy to pick out and understand alone. Today people often use only content words when they are texting. Be there 9 a.m. You can easily understand what the person is trying to say, but they're not complete sentences. Content words are also called open class words because new words that enter a language are always content words. It's an ever-expanding field.
Texting?
Yo, that's a whole different lesson, Millie. But what about the rest of the sentence? What about the missing parts of these text messages? What are those words?
Oh, I know this one. They are called function words. Function words are determiners, quantifiers, pronouns, auxiliaries, prepositions, conjunctions, intensities, and particles. Phew, that sounds like a lot. It's making me tired just thinking about it, and I've been asleep for years. But let me break it down for you. Determiners and quantifiers precede all singular common nouns in the English language. For example, he caught bug. Doesn't sound right. It makes sense, might make a good text, but it's missing something. He caught that bug sounds much better because the determiner that makes it a complete sentence. Or you could add a quantifier to complete the sentence, like this. He caught 6 bugs. The quantifier 6 makes it a complete sentence. Pronouns are another type of function word that replace noun phrases. We use them all the time. If someone asked you, "Did you see that mummy walking down the street yesterday?" you wouldn't answer, "I saw that mummy walking down the street yesterday." We save a little time by simply saying, "I saw it." Prepositions are pretty simple. They show place or time in relationships. The hat is on the head. The preposition on shows the place. I woke before the alarm. The preposition before shows the time.
We're actually still using the same old function words as the day you were born. For that reason, we call these words closed class words, because we do not add new words to this category.
But as I'm learning, the dictionary is constantly expanding with new content words. So, how do new words enter a language?
Well, sometimes people make up words for something and they stick. You should give it a try sometime. This is called coining a term. Other ways of words entering a language include compounding, clipping, creating acronyms, blending, back formation, and borrowing. For example, Kleenex started as a proper noun, but now almost all facial tissue is referred to as Kleenex.
Technology has also helped new words to become part of our vocab. The word mouse in my day generally referred to a furry little creature. I don't see how it means the same thing as moving a cursor around on a computer. What a switch in meaning. A desktop, well, was just a plain old top of a desk. Now it refers to a computer that lives on top of a desk.
Clipping occurs when a word is shortened. For example, mathematics can be hard enough to do, let alone say. We often just say math. Or instead of gasoline, we just say gas. Acronyms are words made up of the first letters of several words.
Ooh, I learned one of these today. TP means toilet paper.
You'll catch on in no time. Another one is VIP, which means very important person. Blended words are created by combining two words. If you live in Southern California, you may be familiar with this one, smog. Smog is a blend of the words smoke and fog. Back formation is a process that has resulted in many new words being added to the English dictionary. Rather than words going from a verb to a noun, they go from a noun to a verb. A modern example of this is the word Google. Google used to be the name of a website, and it still is, but now we also use it as a verb. Still confused about back formation? Just Google it. Some two-syllable words are pronounced differently depending on whether they function as nouns or verbs. Yep, English has a large vocabulary because English borrows words all the time and because many new words are created through these word formation rules. Hey! Look at that transformation you made, just like us learning morphology. You look rad, nice shades.
Well, I'm no VIP, but they do sort of make me look like Frank Sinatra, don't you think?
Frank Sinatra? Who's that?
Google it! Thanks for all your help. I think I will pick these changes up in no time.